We just passed the 200 episode mark on the Laundromat Resource podcast. And upon reflecting over the last couple hundred episodes, I started to, this is something I've wondered before, but I started to get a little more methodical in trying to figure out what exactly distinguishes successful laundromats from those that struggle. And in order to kind of help me with that, I actually jumped in the car, grabbed my remarkable notebook, and went into 10 different laundromats around town just to kind of see what they all had in common. And this video, I want to tell you about the one thing that stood out about those laundromats that are successful versus those that are struggling. I didn't do any secret shopper stuff. I didn't put on any disguises, just me walking in, looking around, watching what was really happening. Here's what shocked me, sort of. 9 out of the 10 laundromats that I went into were making the same exact mistakes. But the 10th one, the odd one out, that place had a secret, and it's something you won't find on a profit and loss sheet. That's what we're going to talk about today. Let me paint the picture for you. The first one, probably no shocker. Dim lights, 2 machines were out of order, and they look like they'd probably been there since 2004, which, side note, shouldn't be that far away, but that was like 21 years ago now, so that's crazy. But anyways, I'm just feeling old over here. It had no music. It smelled like, it smelled like old socks and wet drywall, really. The guy working there, headphones in, probably scrolling TikTok or whatever. The next place I went to, it was pretty much the same. The third place, it was a little better. At least the floor was clean, but it had no vibe. Nobody smiled at me. Customers looked like they were doing time in prison, and it kept going like that over and over and over again. Broken machines, zero energy, no customer service, no reason to stay a second longer than necessary. But then, like a breath of fresh air, I walked into that one laundromat, and it was like stepping into another world. The first thing I noticed, music. It was upbeat, clean, inviting. It felt good. Good vibes were already happening. The second thing, it smelled good, like fresh laundry. Imagine that. Machines were spotless, no flickering lights. Staff members smiled and actually said, "Hey there, let me know if you need anything." And here's the kicker. Most of the customers were actually pretty happy, even though they're doing America's least favorite chore, laundry. Talking, laughing, some even hanging out while their laundry spun around. And it felt like a neighborhood coffee shop, not a chore pit. And that's when it hit me. The real secret isn't just machines or prices. It's not having the right equipment, brand. It's not any of that stuff that we get lost in. All those little minute details, they do matter, but you can only tweak them so much. Here's what I found that really made the difference and set this one laundromat apart from all the other ones that I went to on this little outing, but also that I've seen over and over with successful podcast guests we've had on the Laundromat Resource podcast. And it's this. It's hospitality. Here's what most owners get wrong. They think customers just want cheap prices and fast cycles. But when every laundromat in town has the same basic machines, what really keeps people coming back? It's how they feel when they're there. This business can easily be turned into a commodity. However, it doesn't have to be a commodity. If you pay attention to the experience, the atmosphere, the way that customers are treated, they're going to notice that. And no, this isn't just about serving lattes like JR out there in New York or turning your laundromat into Disneyland. It's about simple human stuff. Clean spaces, friendly faces, good lighting, a place that feels safe, warm, and welcoming, and obviously where somebody can get their laundry done, either themselves or for them. The owners who understand this, they win over and over again. And not only do they get more customers, but they can charge more for the experience. And so it ends up being a win-win-win because the owner wins, the customer wins, and everybody's having a much better time. And I will tell you from being on the other side of this, from buying my first zombie mat and working my way through that, it's difficult when customers are not happy, when they're always looking for an excuse on why you did them wrong, when there's problem after problem after problem, and the money you're making just doesn't feel worth it. But here's the thing, before you think, yeah, but that's just warm, fuzzy stuff, it's not really that important in laundromats. Maybe you have a self-serve laundromat. Let me be clear. Hospitality is no longer just a nice to have. It drives actual revenue and actual profit. Customers stay longer, they spend more, they come back more often, they tell friends, and they leave 5-star reviews, which again brings in more happy customers. That one laundromat wasn't the cheapest in town. In fact, it wasn't even close. But guess what? It was packed because people aren't just paying for clean clothes, they're paying for how they feel while they can get them done. If you can create an experience that eases the pain of doing this necessary chore, you will win over and over. Here's the thing, this hospitality advantage, it's not magic. It's a skill you can build, and it's one of the things we talk about all the time inside the Laundromat Resource community. So listen, if you want to learn how to transform your customer experience, boost your reviews, make your laundromat the go-to spot in town without wasting money on fancy remodels, head to laundromatresource.com/join. You'll get access to free tools, free trainings, a community of owners who are already applying the secret in their own stores. So again, that's laundromatresource.com/join. Go check it out. Would love to help you on your journey towards financial freedom through laundromat ownership.